Hey G fans, GojiFan93 here, and welcome to another top 5 list. In this list, we will be continuing where we left off in the last top 5 list, which was the top 5 things that Godzilla 2014 did right. Now we'll be talking about the 5 things that Godzilla 2014 did wrong. Now, a little bit of disclaimer before I get into this one. This is not hating on the film. This is not, I mean, I like Godzilla 2014. I love the film. I think it was good. It's not the best Godzilla film. It's not the worst Godzilla film. It's somewhere in the middle. But there are some things that bug me about the film after I've sat down and thought about it. And, obviously I know some of you guys would be like, well, when you did your review of the film, you were so excited about it. Well, that's because I had Godzilla beer goggles on, and it was right after the movie came out, and I was like, ooh, Godzilla's back, yay! It sunk in a little bit. Now I'm like really thinking about the film and all that stuff. So, also, these are, even though the title of this video is called Top 5 Things That Godzilla Did, or 2014 Did Wrong, this is more aligned the things that they can improve on. That's really the main purpose of this. So it's not necessarily that they did wrong, it's just things they can improve on. Oh, and the last thing I want to mention is that this was actually a really hard list to write up on 5 things on what this film did wrong, because it's a good film, so it was really hard to find things that bugged me about it. But I managed to find 5, and we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, number 5, Bryan Cranston's character and his early death. Now, I know a lot of people were, surprised and shocked when they saw that Bryan Cranston's character got killed off, like, super early. I mean, he didn't even get a chance to see Godzilla, and he just got a glimpse of what Muto looked like before he got killed. So, my problem, I mean, at first I didn't mind it because I told people, my mindset was, well, I mean, Bryan Cranston, people thought that they were they were gonna watch the movie just because Bryan Cranston was in there, and because he dies early, it's like, haha, in your face, Bryan Cranston fans. But then I really thought about it. I'm like, Bryan Cranston's character was really the only interesting character out of the other, whole cast that was there. He was the only character that really got me into the film, and when his character dies, the movie does kind of lose its momentum and just kind of, just goes along with it. So, I feel like they should have kept him around. They should have had him, be there more. They should have had him present, or like be more of a, just have more of a presence in the film, because his character was really strong, and Bryan Cranston's acting was just phenomenal, and I feel like it would have helped the film a lot better. Okay, number 4, this is gonna be pretty much that the trailers lied to us. Now, I know a lot of times movies do this. They'll make the trailers all like look cool and stuff, and then you actually see the movie and you're like, oh, well, it's not actually what I expected. But in particularly the trailers for Godzilla 2014, okay? Because these trailers, like if you guys go back to like the original, like the first teaser trailer where it didn't even show Godzilla at all, like it was just showing the city and like the buildings collapsed and everyone's dead, there's people dead on like a train track or something, and then at the end they show Godzilla in the dust, and then he roars at the end, like, but you don't really see him, he's like a silhouette. Like, when I saw that trailer, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a very scary Godzilla film. Like, this is gonna be, Godzilla's gonna be terrifying. And then we got, the next trailer, and it's like, oh man, we got the Halo jump, and like it was all dark and moody, and then you saw Godzilla there, and it's like, oh my god. And even when we saw the latest trailers and stuff, they were still showing this brooding, this terrifying, beast that we thought was going to be Godzilla. And Bryan Cranston was talking about, oh, you don't know what you're doing, this thing will send us back to the Stone Age and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's Godzilla, he's gonna do this. Nope, it was the Mutos. The Mutos were the main like they were the things that Bryan Cranston was talking about. Bryan Cranston had no clue about Godzilla's existence. Godzilla was not there to destroy everything. Godzilla was not there to wreak havoc and to create, you know, just kill everybody and have destruction everywhere. And that's what makes it really sad about this one, is that, you know, it got us so pumped to be like, oh man, Godzilla's going to be such a force to be reckoned with in this one. And he's not the one. It's the Mutos. The Mutos are the things that, you know, were the force to be reckoned with. And it just really, you know, when you see the film, it really bothers you. It bothered me because I was like, man, I was hoping for Godzilla to be a little bit more ruthless, but he wasn't. So that's my number 4 pick. Alright, number 3, this one's a little bit of it's probably a pet peeve of mine, or it's probably just a stupid one that a lot of you guys probably aren't going to agree with, but no Godzilla theme. Nothing. I mean, I get it. It's a new Godzilla movie from America. They need to have its own soundtrack, which is fine. There goes an airplane, if you guys heard that. Which is fine to have, you know, its own soundtrack, but at least have the Godzilla theme in some area of the movie. Like have it in the background or something. Like if the kid's listening to some music or something, play some old school Godzilla music, or like I don't know, just play something that, you know, resembles the Godzilla movie in the past, you know. I mean, everything else was respectful, you know. Gareth Edwards respected everything when it came to Godzilla, but he didn't put the music in there. He should have, at least during the credits sequence, there should have been some kind of Godzilla theme in there. But that's my number 3 pick. Alright, my number 2 pick. Now this is something that I feel a lot of people might agree with. Godzilla felt pushed aside compared to the Mutos, and this kind of goes along the lines of when I was talking about the trailers, that they kind of lied to us. Godzilla really... he just kind of pops up and he's just like, hey guys, hey, how you doing? I'm just gonna take out these Muto, you know, I'm a cock blocker, I'm gonna take them out, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, the Mutos were more of a threat. They were the main point, really. I mean, you know, the humans were all trying to figure out how to take out the Muto, and that, I mean, it's kind of sad. It's like, the movie's called Godzilla, it's not called Muto, and yet Godzilla's this side thing. It has the same problem that Final Wars did. Godzilla was just a tool instead of actually being the main, like, not the main character, but the main point. I don't know really how to say it, but that's one thing that bothered me. Godzilla was really just pushed aside and was just like, alright Godzilla, you can come in now, your cameo's here, you know. I don't know, it was just, that was one thing. Alright, and number 1, which I think a lot of you guys can agree with, maybe some of you will disagree. I used to be on the disagreeing end of this, but now I'm kind of starting to change my opinion on it. There was way too much teasing. Too many cuts from the monsters fighting to all of a sudden the humans doing whatever they were doing. Way too much of that. It just was not fun. I didn't care for it. You know, now let me explain myself. So the airport scene, that was the first part we get the teasing, right? So Godzilla, the camera pans up and we see Godzilla roar, and then it cuts to the kid watching the television. And, you know, oh, mommy, dinosaurs, blah, blah, blah. That, you know, that was fine, I guess, because it was so epic that it just kind of happened, and then everyone, like, I remember in the theaters, everyone was cheering. Everyone was like, yeah! But then he does it again. He's already revealed the Muto. He's already revealed Godzilla. But yet Gareth decides to continue to tease the monsters when they're about to fight, or when Godzilla walks up shore. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like, Gareth, okay, give me more. Come on, just give me a little bit. Just, okay, I get some again. Oh, no. I mean, it's like I don't know. It's just complete cock teasing, you know? It's just like, it's like, oh, you're getting it? No, not good. Oh, you're getting it? No, you're not getting more. I don't know. I mean, I could make some really offensive sexual jokes about this, but I won't, because I know there's kids watching. So, but you know, you get my idea. It's just teasing. You don't do that, Gareth. You can't do that. I get it for the first time. That was fine. The first tease was fine. First teases are always fun, but if you keep on teasing, then you're just being a douche. So that was just, you know, that was one thing that I didn't really care for. Just, you know, pick the scene, pick the scenario, and stick with it. I mean, we didn't even get, I don't even think there was a solid minute of Godzilla fighting the Muto on screen time. Like, it was always like a couple seconds and then cut to humans and then go back to the monsters for a couple more seconds and then cut again. It was just really, it was like, so that was my number 1 pick. So, that's it for my top 5 of the things that Godzilla 2014 did wrong, or things that they can improve on. So Gareth, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, but hey, if anybody's watching from the studio or anything, Godzilla 2, please make it more about the monsters, make it more about Godzilla, and just, you know, make it a fun monster movie. Okay? Alright, so that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay big, G fans.